Saturn has rings. They're beautiful, elegant, and absolutely useless for survival. But of course, Earth has a bit of an inferiority complex. So today we're going to imagine what would happen if Earth suddenly said, "What if I get myself some rings too?" Spoiler alert, your life would be a disaster, and not even TikTok can save you this time, because, let's be honest, if Mars gets to have that cool red vibe and Jupiter is out there flexing with its psychedelic hurricane eye, Earth isn't going to sit this one out. It needs its interplanetary glow up. Only problem? Every time Earth tries to be cool, someone ends up in therapy. Right? Quick science lesson, Saturn's rings aren't magical. They're basically a cosmic dumpster made of rocks, ice, and space dust that failed to become a moon. That's right, Saturn's rings are literally moon rejects. Sad, I know. So if Earth had rings, that would mean either the moon exploded or we had a nasty collision with an asteroid the size of Argentina. Awesome start, right? Humanity barely survives Mondays, and now we're adding a celestial demolition derby. Visually, absolutely stunning. Imagine looking up and seeing massive rings stretching across the sky. Instagram would explode. Influencers would be out there flooding your feed with ring aesthetic filters. Don't get too excited, because here comes the disaster. Forget stargazing. The rings would turn the night sky into a giant white screen, glowing 24/7. Shooting stars? Nope. Your wishes are now going to crash headfirst into rocks orbiting at 30,000 kilometers per hour. Welcome to the cosmic friend zone. And just so you know, rings aren't just pretty decorations. They're a logistical nightmare. Saturn's rings are massive, but Earth is a tiny budget version. Our rings would orbit much closer, reflecting a ridiculous amount of sunlight straight into your face. Do you hate when sunlight sneaks through your window in the morning? Well, get ready, because now you'll have a cosmic flashlight blinding you all day and all night. The extra reflected light wouldn't just ruin your sleep, it would also wreck the global climate. Picture an eternal summer in tropical countries. Goodbye seasons. The Arctic would melt like a cheap popsicle. Storms, heat waves, and maybe even hurricanes proudly sponsored by Earth's new rings. And here's the kicker. The climate would get so messed up that cities would have their own personalized seasons. Bogota, eternal rain. Miami, permanent sauna. Madrid, people baking on the streets like human croissants. It's not global warming anymore, it's global roasting. Oh, and you thought the ozone layer was in trouble before? With rings acting as giant sunlight reflectors, the ozone would be begging for retirement. SPF 1000 would become the new fashion trend. Guess who else would have a rough time? Satellites. You know, those little things that give you GPS, internet, and let you binge TikToks for 50 hours straight. The rings would either destroy them physically or jam their signals to oblivion. Goodbye, Google Maps. Hello, asking random strangers for directions like it's 1995. And YouTube? Forget it. It's back to reading actual books. Scary, I know. Space agencies would have to invent ring evasion technology just to launch a weather balloon without turning it into cosmic confetti. The stock market would crash harder than your Wi-Fi during a storm. Airlines would start selling ring avoidance flight packages at triple the price. Countries would compete over who gets to sell authentic ring dust souvenirs. Space scams would become the new crypto. Influencers? Prepare for reels of them crying because they can't upload a 15-second dance video. The true tragedy of our time. Elon Musk would probably tweet something like, "I'm launching RingX to monetize the apocalypse. First come, first served." Let's stay positive. The views would be breathtaking. Space tourism would skyrocket. Everyone would want a selfie with the rings, from inside underground bunkers, of course, because outside, the temperature would feel like a pizza oven set to extra crispy. But humans are experts at finding the aesthetic side of an apocalypse. You just know some influencer would post a reel from a bunker saying, "Guys, the ring view is amazing, but it's 200 degrees out there, so stay safe, okay?" It's the end of the world, but make it cute. So yeah, if Earth had Saturn-like rings, it would be visually stunning. but your life would be a complete disaster. Beautiful things always come with a price. Maybe we should just appreciate our one boring little moon floating up there, minding its own business. And if you want to keep seeing how humanity destroys the universe in the name of aesthetic vibes, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications so you don't miss the next cosmic disaster, and drop a comment. What space catastrophe should we ruin next? See you in the next apocalyptic photo shoot.